Welcome back, everybody, to day 2 of our William G. Mather tour at Curiosity Corner. My name is Tori. We're going to go ahead and wait for a few people to go ahead and join in. I work in the STEM education department for the Great Lakes Science Center. While we wait, you can enjoy some of our lake views before we get started. So again, welcome back to day 2. Again, my name is Tori, for those that have missed that. Now, a little bit of a recap of yesterday. We talked a little bit about what the Mather carried. It carried iron ore from Duluth, Minnesota, back to Cleveland, all throughout the seasons. Now again, it started in 1925. We're celebrating our 95th anniversary. So during its tenure of iron ore mining and transportation to Cleveland, it had a slight detour. Now that detour was in 1941. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about 1941. And for those of you who are younger and don't know, we were in the midst of World War II. I say we because that was my country, but America had yet to join the war. Now by this time, Nazi Germany had taken over most of Europe and had waged the Battle of Britain. Most of Britain's supply chains, their factories, and their resources had become depleted. That is when they reached out to the United States government, and Roosevelt had passed the Lend-Lease program. That enabled them to go ahead and conscript this fleet, the Cleveland Cliffs fleet, to go ahead and pick up iron ore. Now that doesn't really sound that interesting at all, because that's what they did on a regular basis every day during their season. But what's different about this is they were conscripted to go ahead and leave earlier. They left in April 1st of 1941. That is well before our shipping season starts, for good reason. So if you want to go ahead and follow me in here, I'm going to take you into the officer's dining room at the aft of the ship, and here you'll be able to see really on a map of where they go back and forth and why 1941 was so special. So as you can see, we are laid up for this season, and of course we are not open, and neither is the Mather during our pandemic period. But here we are on a map with Cleveland, Ohio. So this ship would run from Cleveland all the way up to Lake Huron, all the way past the Sioux Locks into Whitefish Bay, through Lake Superior to Duluth, Minnesota, and back to pick up their iron ore from the Cliffs Mining Company. Now, as I said, that doesn't seem that special when you think about, okay, they just went up and took all their stuff that they normally take. However, this is special. As I said, they left here April 1st. They were the first ever to arrive at a northern port at that early date in the season. They actually arrived, if you want to turn over here, they arrived April 8th after battling for days to get through Lake Superior and into the Duluth Harbor. They took with them the entire Cleveland Cliffs fleet. Here you can see all of the ships, including the Cadillac right here that was part of the Cleveland Cliffs fleet, and how they battled through the ice to get their iron ore to bring back for Britain to fight in the war effort. Now, because this was so unique and so special, this was actually named the Winter Fleet. They continued to do this all through 1941 until the United States was entered into the war. And then they went ahead and did that for the duration of the war for the United States. So this is just one of the examples of how many remarkable stories there are on this ship and how we like to honor those stories here at the Great Lakes Science Center.